Hello everyone, so we finally made it to the beach again. This is on the Chesapeake Bay side. So we're walking from camp down to the shore and the beach here. And there's a real interesting story, and we're not quite close enough just yet, but come on girls, come on. There are concrete ships, and I know that sounds weird, but apparently there were ships back in World War II that they made out of concrete. Of course, they were hollow on the inside, obviously, but they were made out of concrete because steel was in such short supply. They needed all the steel for, everything else in the war. So cargo ships at the time were made out of concrete. They made some of them out of concrete. And these ships, when the war was over, they didn't have anything to do with it. They didn't know what to do with them because, everybody went back to steel ships, I guess, because it was better. Anyway, so what they did was, the pier here, right over here, is where you used to get on the ferry to go across, from the peninsula of Virginia to, the mainland of Virginia. But when they would pull the ferry up here, I guess they were trying to break the waves and keep the ferry a lot more steady and, not so, tossy-turvy in the waves. So they decided to moor the ships. They sunk them out in the bay a little bit to help break the waves. Those old concrete ships from World War II, and it helped break the waves for the ferry that would come in and park, or would dock for people to get on. And so I think it's so cool because these ships have been out here since. I think if I remember reading right, it was somewhere in the 50s, late 40s, early 50s. They moored these things out here and sunk them, and they've been there ever since. Of course, now they've become a part of the ecosystem with, reef and coral and all that stuff, and fish making a home inside of the hulls of them. But I just find that so fascinating. And of course, after they put the bridge, the Chesapeake Bay tunnel and bridge and all that in to get over from mainland Virginia over to here, well, then the ferries were obsolete, and so they sold off the ferries to other places that needed ferries or had ferries, and then they turned this into a state park. So the whole area where the ferry was and this land behind me, it's all turned into a state park. They have a campground here and lots of lookout points and things like that. But yeah, you can see the old ships out there. You can see them. Zoom in some. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, see them there. I think, and there's a story you can read up. They have history of each one of them, like the name of each one, what the ship was used for, when it was moored, when they sunk it here, and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, it's really a cool history. There's one right here. You can really see this one. Yeah, and so they've been out there for 70 years or more. They just left, obviously, after the ferry quit running. They just left them. They were going to move them. So we're right here at the end of this walkout pier where you put your boat in. Come here, girls. Don't jump in the water. I can't swim, so I couldn't save you. But boy, it's beautiful out here. I absolutely love it. The sky, look at the sky. It's gorgeous. So anyway, that's my little history lesson for today. I'll take some more video and pictures of the campground, and I'm really excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Talk soon.